So here we go, story time. 2 weeks in September. By the way, I don't notice, no one has said good afternoon. Everyone doing all right?
Good afternoon.
Good, all right, here we go. So 2 weeks in September of 2017. So I did write UP at the end. Obviously that's a tribute to Hawksbills, as those are my favorite. Just a little personal tidbit. So now we're in the sharing mode. Let's share. So, point of reference, the Caribbean. If you don't know where the U.S. Virgin Islands are, they are the two small dots directly east of Puerto Rico. Are we going? Okay, a little touchy. They are St. Thomas, St. John, and St. Croix. Think of the bulk of them. If you talk to anybody there, though, specifically Water Island would want representation, but for factual representation, just these three. Right now, we're focusing on just St. Thomas. So in order to progress this story, you gotta get a little backstory. So in 1976, an American Airlines plane takes off a much narrower, much shorter runway, clips a piece of airport equipment and crashes. And the airlines companies go, we're not coming back here until you expand the runway. So, give or take 15, 20s later, the runway is expanded. They accidentally create a 6-hectare artificial reef, and it is home to a large abundance of critically endangered juvenile Hawksbill turtles, which are not ours because we do not have any nesting, so probably upstream. And at least the thought that we have at the moment is that the reason why they love this habitat and Brewers Bay, which is where we're going, is because the Army Corps engineers used these huge concrete domes to construct the runway. So there are tens of thousands of these, and they just love it. They can hide in it. I think they get their dietary needs met, but okay, so we'll take a walk in a minute. But the runway, obviously pretty evident. North of it's Brewers, north of that is Brewers Bay, south of it is actually called Hawksbill Cove now. But if you go to the north of Brewers Bay, you get Black Point, and then for structural and storytelling, it's just reef, seagrass, reef, demolished reef, and artificial reef now, and then reef again. And then for bathymetry purposes, it gets very deep very quickly. So it goes from obviously 0, and then it can be 90, 100 at the end, and that's a progression of about 500 meters, so it's real quick. Our acoustic array. So the only reason why we have this story today is because of this, and I'm going to be very honest with you, that before the storms, I was going, why are we pulling the receivers? Why are we pulling the receivers? This is ridiculous. So my wife would tell you that I'm always wrong, so I was at least consistent in that point. Again, story time is better with video, so I'm going to share this video and I'm going to talk over it. Hopefully it works. Good. So this is one of the most unique and interesting places. It is also one of the most frustrating and hard, difficult places to catch turtles, because the Hawksbills, once we catch them once, they know we're playing a game, and then they become very flighty, and then 2, all of those concrete dolos make it nearly impossible to see them, and so you have to play a variety of games. I actually swam out of view and then came around over one of those concrete dolos to catch them. Our catch rate is terrible. Again, we're sharing today, this is all honest, not that good catch rate. Makes the research very difficult, but also very rewarding. So, it is August 2017, and we're feeling good. We just put 9 acoustic tags in the water. We already had 2 from a previous study. It's actually my master's thesis. We're smiling, taking pictures with jumbo jets laying in the background. We are feeling great. It then goes to September 6, 2017, and Hurricane Irma hits. And that blue dot is me, and if you're wondering my intelligence level, I actually flew back for the storm. So I was off island, and I was like, what are you gonna do? I was like, I'm gonna go back for the hurricane. And then it rapidly progressed to the strongest storm in Atlantic region history, with the lovely highlight that we got the worst of it, and we did. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. That is actually a before and after photo on the bottom. It basically went from a beautiful lush green island to just brown. And again, if you're questioning my intelligence, I went out in the storm and took time-lapse video, which they tell you not to do. And it really wasn't worth it, except for maybe the terrifying aspect of it. So this is 2 hours of peak Hurricane Irma, and the anecdotal story on St. Thomas that everybody loves to tell now is at the airport, they recorded wind data for it, and there was 3+ hours of winds over 150 miles an hour. So it was the craziest thing I've ever seen, ever. Then to back it up, 2 weeks later to the day, we got Cat 5 Hurricane Maria, which went down as the 10th strongest storm. And to be honest, being in a hurricane zone's a little depressing. At that point, I basically said, bring it on. What are you gonna ruin? I was wrong again. The headline from the paper was, what Irma didn't get, Maria got. And again, craziest picture, that is a sailboat mast through a roof, which I didn't think was possible. So it's always nice to see some things maybe you never want to see again. So, in the midst of all this, I'm not gonna lie, there was, obviously I missed my family, but then I was crying about the turtles. I'm a very dramatic person. No. So I was just, woe is me, the turtles are gone, everything was useless. So, but the question began of what happened to our turtles, and in classic fashion, I was incorrect yet again. I assumed that a highly mobile species would just get out of Dodge. And if they didn't get out the first time, I definitely assumed they'd get out the second time. So, we had the results. And again, part of this talk is, this friendship and trust is very important, and I would never lie to any of you. So, what I can say conclusively is, all of our acoustic turtles stayed. And all of them went deep during the storms. That is 100%. So, we had this lovely nothing. There we are. So, 11 of 11 stayed. Don't worry about the middle. All you have to worry about is the black lines. Those are Hawksbill turtles. The vertical line that you can kind of see, the vertical line, that is Irma. So they all stayed, and they all stayed months afterwards. So all 11 stayed. I was absolutely floored and amazed. And then I went, okay, well, what was the situation of our array? Was it intact? What are we going to be able to tell from their movement? And this is where I think it got even more interesting, thankfully, to technology. So you can see there's 11 images, all the turtles. All of them stayed inside the array, which again, floored, and all of them basically just buckled down and rode it out, except for maybe a few in the middle that got a little bit frisky and wanted to play in the hurricane. But for the most part, they just buckled down. Again, I think the depth of the habitat helped, so that's at least a pretty nice picture. Depth profile. So you can see that this is actually 5 days. So the vertical lines are Irma first, then Maria. And before Irma is 5 days, after Maria is 5 days, in between is 12 days. So you get the full range there. And you can see that when they're not being hit with Category 5 hurricanes, they're between 0 and 10, 15. One of them, 1258, towards the top right, is likes to get a little deeper to around 20. But you can see that during the storms, specifically those three, although all of them really did, but those three in particular just stood out to me. They basically went down to the max of about 90 feet, pushing 100, and just sat there. So that was quite easy for them. Now, I would, again, look, trust is a huge part. I would never lie to you, but we did have some interesting results that I at least want to present, food for thought. So we tagged these turtles in late July, early August of 2017, and then we did some KDEs with them, and the biggest thing I can say is we think that because of the destruction of the hurricane, because of the degradation to the habitat, that some of them moved to and tried new areas that they previously had not tried. But because they were so relatively newly tagged, we don't want to conclusively say to that, and again, I don't want to lie to you. So, that was the at least interesting part that we can't say conclusively, so I don't want you to say that conclusively. And then bring it all together, once this happened, I went looking for information on hurricanes. Is it going to be, are hurricanes going to be more frequent? Are they going to be more intense? Are they going to be more frequent and more intense? A lovely headline from USA Today was, do we need Category 6 storms? And so what I can say is, I'm definitely sold on the storm intensity aspect. And then if this is the way this is going to be, at least for this habitat, I feel remotely comfortable saying that it's extremely resilient, as is the species here. So hopefully, if anybody finds this out elsewhere, also resilient. Thank you.